The words you're about to hear are now almost 100 years old, yet very relevant today, somewhat disturbingly so. It's often said that history is repeated by those who don't study it. So in the 1930s and 40s, during the rise of the Nazi Party, famous silent film actor Charlie Chaplin decided it was time for him to speak up. He created the film The Great Dictator. Initially, it was a farce, hilarious comedy. People didn't quite know the extent of what was going on in Germany at that point. However, that changed midway through production, and what was originally an ending devised to be sort of a fun party atmosphere was quickly changed to a speech, not so much to the characters in the film, but imploring the audience and people at large to sort of throw off the shackles of a world that could allow someone like Adolf Hitler to take power.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish.
What Chaplin is saying here is just as relevant today as it was then, somehow more so today than then, given how connected we are today through the internet, social media, even this video that you're watching right now. We have a deep, deep desire for connection, and this is something that we've seen exercised in the past few weeks. The No Kings protest, which was a singular call to action, was heard and answered by people in the millions. It's the same that we saw in the 1380s with Wat Tyler during the English Peasants' Revolt. We want to be together. We want to feel that connection, but also we want to be heard.
Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people.
What you're about to hear Chaplin say is another parallel to our present about the increased dehumanization of our military, using soldiers to exercise political will and to support our interests rather than to defend our people and their rights. We're still dealing with the fallout of 2 wars, entered into with the promise of spreading democracy, but in truth fought to increase our regional influence and to strip yet another country of its resources. And now, as I speak, we are being threatened with a 3rd conflict in the same region, while at the same time, at home, the National Guard and Marines are deployed to LA, not to protect the protesters' right to free speech or their safety, but to enforce the political will of another dictator. Unfortunately for him, history shows more than one example of what happens when militaries are turned against their own people. They remember who they are, where they came from, and who they're really fighting for.
Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
This is the real call to action in this speech, and it's as powerful today as it was then. And while it's easy to be cynical and dismiss the idea of us all working together in brotherhood to build a better world, in Chaplin's time, they were taking their first steps into that world. Social Security was an attempt to bring old age and security. The labor movement to bring work, opportunity, and financial safety to all. And the United Nations. What is it if not an attempt to eliminate national barriers and work towards a world that will never go to war with itself again? Unfortunately, in today's world, when so many would-be dictators and emperors are making promises about returning to a fabled past, it's a past that has more in common with that in Umberto Eco's tenets of fascism rather than the efforts of FDR, Teddy Roosevelt, and Eugene Debs. Not the Civil Rights Act or Medicaid, but Manifest Destiny and Operation Condor. As disheartening as it is, after nearly a century, we have not learned from the message of this speech. Greed is not past. Science and progress are being used to generate profit rather than safety and security. Life is, more often than not, a struggle instead of an adventure. But his words ring true. The good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. So, let us all unite.
In front of Chicago doors, you get free once you still get. Yeah, we gotta do next the whole time.